player versus team.
It's like they almost want them in there.
And see, look at that. Troy didn't want to come back. He was talking all that smack behind the camera, but don't want to bring it back to the front. That's why.
Jamar, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get cooked.
Fast, but even sometimes Westbrook, don't do that, Case. Don't do that.
Hey, Andrew Wiggins.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Player versus Team. I'm a host for the evening, Mr. William Morgan. Samora is out. We have her scouting James Harden house. She's still trying to shoot her shot with James, so we'll see if that happens. She'll let us know next week. In the meanwhile, I have three gentlemen with me. We're going to break down the NBA. First, let me head on over to my man, John. John, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man, chilling. Next up, we'll bring my man Kyle in the play. Kyle, what's up?
You know what it is, man. I'm here.
Here we go. And last but certainly not least, from the sidelines, he's got multiple shows that he's doing. They're bringing my man Moolish. Moolish, what's up, man?
Yo, how y'all doing? Stepping in for my girl Zoe today. Y'all probably gonna see me in the next few weeks. Me and my boy Willie gonna kick y'all some really dope stuff. So be prepared.
All right. And certainly
also got my boy Leprechaun. He just joined up in here.
The man was late just to make an entrance. Swag, what's up? Whoa.
No hoodie.
No hoodie tonight. What's up, bro?
Swag with no hoodie.
Oh, I forgot the hoodie.
Said, I'm here
my
for
man.
business. I'm here for business and nothing else.
It would be right without a hoodie and a dead battery.
Hey, don't judge. I just got a haircut too.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that's what we like to see, man. Absolutely.
All right. As Swag's getting his hoodie on, let's go ahead and get into the show. Now, this is gonna be a very special player versus team because we're gonna go at it on two different sides of the coin. And the first thing we're gonna start with is JJ Reddick versus Doc Rivers. And I want to know, whose side are you on? Are you on JJ's side or Doc Rivers' side? And tell me why. We're going to start with our special guest, Moolish. Go ahead and lay it down for us.
All right. So first off, I was listening to JJ earlier today on his podcast, and he was making some good points. He addressed the Doc situation and basically said that he doesn't feel any regrets on what he said. It's just how he kind of said it. The delivery might have came off a little wrong. But I completely I agree with his statements, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you step into a situation to where you have two of the top 10, top 15 players in the league, and regardless of the situation, you still have one of the best rosters in the league, and your record's not showing it, right? And he is kind of correct when he says it's always an excuse. Now, it's not an excuse on Doc's part, which I think a lot of people is kind of misconstruing. It's a lot of excuses on other people's part where they're basically making excuses for Doc. So I definitely kind of agree with him on that. And then with the first take thing, so with the first take side of it, it's more just, I get it. A lot of people don't, really know the game of basketball. They just like to, watch highlights or just watch box scores and just go off that. And a lot of people don't necessarily tune into, these certain programs to be, educated. They really just kind of want the drama thing. We were kind of talking about this behind stage, but a lot of people do need to be educated in these topics in order to have these type of discussions, because sometimes just come off as just ignorant and glazing, honestly, if I want to use a new age term, right? And a lot of you guys just don't know what y'all talking about. So it's like you guys can't have these conversations with a lot of these guys, and especially when you see like NBA players, they laugh at you guys on social medias, and when they have these conversations, like they don't take you guys seriously. So like what JJ I think is saying is, if you guys want to be taken more seriously in these type of conversations and want to be able to sit at these tables and sit in these rooms, then you got to at least kind of sort of know what the fuck you're talking about.
All right. Appreciate that move. Appreciate that. Let me head over to John, get his thoughts. Whose side are you on? Doc Rivers' side or JJ Reddick's side?
Not taking JJ's side. It's a bit petty. He a Duke player. So, but nah, on some real shit. Yeah, I'm a damn Tar Heel, so fuck what he got to say. You hear me?
Hey, shout out
But
to my dude Blue Devils, man. Be not too much
Oh
on my Blue Devils over there,
shit!
man.
Oh
Hold
my
on now.
gosh! Come
I
on
respect
now.
that. I respect that.
But nah, on the real, I would have to go with Doc and Pat Bev side. Oh, I honestly, part of me feel like, I mean, you throwing Doc into a situation,
Yeah.
which he probably low key wanted. He might not say that, but the shit happened. But it's the same thing to me with the Clippers. Granted, Doc Rivers ain't Tyloo. Everybody was jamming the Clippers because they lost them games when they, as soon as they got James Harden. They
Mhm,
was like, oh, they need to blow it up. Everybody from the ESPN was saying that shit. They're 3-7. They still have a top seed in the East.
mhm.
It's okay that they lost a few games. So, but as far as Doc Rivers not taking accountability, he don't be saying no bullshit after he get fired. He just gone by his damn business. That motherfucker got traded. He didn't say shit. Doc didn't say nothing. I'm sorry, he
It's like
didn't.
it's
Doc
like
took
you.
whatever was came his way and kept on going. Now, how
It's
he
like
keep getting these jobs, I don't fucking know. But that's just the real of it. I mean, JJ's big point was he's not taking accountability, which I don't. He like I say, Doc ain't getting up there making excuses. So,
it's like
granted, he
it's
been
like
losing, but he's not making excuses,
it's like
and
with
that
Doc.
to me is having his accountability on his side.
Just
So.
like with Doc and the media, the media can't never get him. The media can never get him. It was all of us. It was all. It's not just Blake. It's not just Blake. It's all of us. Not just Blake. Kyle, let me get your opinion. Whose side you on?
Oh,
You on JJ side or Doc side?
I'm going with JJ.
Whoa,
I knew he was.
whoa.
I'm going with JJ. Now, again, what I'm gonna do, mine might be a little long-winded, but we're gonna go off of the title.
Do your
JJ
thing.
versus Pat Bev
Do your thing.
versus Doc Rivers. First order of business. What is Pat Bev even? What are you jumping to Doc's defense for? Why? He your coach. Okay, I get it. He's your current coach. He was your coach before.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. But are you the face of the team? Not the face of the team, right? Are you? You're not Dame.
That's a bad face.
That's
Exactly.
a real bad face, John. You're not Dame. You're not Giannis. I saw Rasheed Wallace do a little take. He said, "Get Glenn out of there." That's what he said. Get Glenn Rivers out of there. Get him out of there. I agree. Let's look back at Doc Rivers' past. Did Orlando make it to the finals and or win? They didn't. Did the Clippers make it to the finals and or win? They didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Sixers make it to the finals and or win?
Hell no.
But how does he keep getting these jobs? How does he do it? Now I get it, Doc. You came in mid-season or whatever. Y'all 3-7 since you've been at the helm. That's not a good look. But some of that falls on the players as well. I'm not going to put all that on him. But there's no excuse.
They ain't been a walking turnstile, but go ahead.
There's no excuse for this. The Bucks, since they have won the championship, every year, well, the past 2 years, they've been favored to go and win again. Doc being a consultant, you were there at the beginning of the season. You knew what the team did. You know what they're capable of, but you come in and take over their 3-7. JJ played for Doc Rivers. He has some type of experience. Now, again, back to what Moose said, he did explain earlier today that the way he presented it on First Take, he was in the wrong for. But he stands behind what he said. I stand behind it too, because it's like, okay, I get it, Doc. You've done this, you've done that. But if we're going to compare apples to oranges, Doc Rivers is Mike McCarthy.
Ooh, that's a good comparison.
Doc Rivers and Mike McCarthy are given these opportunities based on one ring.
True.
One ring.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Not multiple,
Doc
brother.
Rivers and Mike McCarthy, the same person.
1 ring. So I think if we look at it like this, now he was brought in midseason. So if we look at it on an upswing, he'll probably be their coach next year. Unless he gets to midseason and they look bad next year. And John, you already know what's going to happen if they look bad.
Giannis gonna fire.
Fine.
Giannis is firing him.
Giannis gonna fire his ass.
Giannis is firing his ass. And then we'll be talking about it again.
Yep.
We'll be talking about Doc again.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I feel so bad for Mark Jackson at this point.
I was thinking that earlier. Go ahead.
If Mark Jackson could just separate his religious beliefs or the religious aspect, don't bring that into the locker room, Mark Jackson would be a coach.
Yep.
Mark Jackson should have got an opportunity before Doc Rivers.
Hell, I said it on this show before. I said it on this show before. I would have backed the truck up and begged Mike Budenholzer to come back for I would have had Doc.
That's a fact. So Zio not here. She's not here tonight. And it goes back to what she said. Doc breaks out a fresh pair of knee pads every chance. And that's where I'm leaving. That's where I'm leaving.
All right, Swag. Whose side you on? JJ Reddick or Doc Rivers side?
Man, I think it was like last week I was defending this man Doc Rivers because she was going at him. This time I'm gonna go with JJ, man. Like Kay said, man, like the excuses this man makes, like it's crazy. Like you got Giannis and Dame on the team, like 3-7, and then not only that, they literally fired their other coach, Adrian Griffin.
True. Which I still don't see the point of.
Me neither.
And they was point. And they was the number 1 seed, the first offense in the league. And then when they got rid of him, and with Doc Rivers, look what's going on. But it's early in the season, but we gonna see. But right now, he got to get it together for sure.
All right. I guess it's my turn. So me, I'm going with Doc, and the only reason why I'm going with Doc is because don't nobody want to be educated. Don't nobody want to be educated on these shows, JJ. Nobody does. People watch First Take for one. People watch First Take for one reason and one reason only: hot takes. That's the only reason people watch. Only why people watch First Take. Only reason why people watch Undisputed is for hot takes. No one has time to be educated on any sport that you're watching. That's coaches speak. But you are a player. He won't even be judgmental of other players because he said he's gonna piss them off. So I hate to say this because I got issues with the man too, but in this particular case, I gotta go with Doc and Pat Bev. Pat Bev just need to shut the hell up though, because Pat Bev, he sound ignorant as I don't know what. He sound ignorant. Every time he get on the mic, he sound ignorant. But I will give Doc his props. Because again, JJ, don't nobody want to be educated on these shows. If you think that's what people want, you need to get off First Take right now because that ain't what people want.
Well, Willie, in all honesty, though, again, this is based on today. He clarified that too. He did clarify that as well.
Yeah,
that's fine. But my issue is when you look at people, Charles Barkley, for example, don't talk about the game. Kendrick Perkins very rarely talk about the game.
I'm surprised he's still
very rarely talk about the game, and they still doing their thing. And you look at them, what? You're supposed to be color commentary. You're supposed to be an analyst, and they really haven't been. You see more personal opinions from them on players than anything else.
I think that's his twist, though, right? I think that's kind of JJ's twist, though, right? Because he wanted to come on, and I think that's why Stephen A. is like really adamant on keeping him on the show. He wanted to kind of come on and be that kind of analyst that was fresh out the game and also can look at the game objectively, right? Now,
let me ask you a question.
Where he kind of gets, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. So you look at him for his style. You look at him from his intelligence. You look at him for somebody who played the game. Now, I know he was an athlete, but if you look at this person, they pretty much have the same analytical style he did. If that's the case, you should have kept Max Kellerman.
I always say you should have kept Max. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my boy Max. Because Max really knew what he was talking about, but Stephen A was hating.
Yeah, if
That's
you're
another
looking
story
from
for
an
another time.
analytical side of things, you might as well
Yeah,
just get
that
Max.
was Max's field.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shoot, boxing, that was
Max
the
always
only.
knew what he was talking about.
yeah.
But I think where JJ kind of goes wrong is that he kind of gets too caught up in the education standpoint and forgets that at the same time, although you are on a first take or a take type of show, like this is entertainment, bro. Like just like
Yes.
you said, the NBA, this is entertainment, my guy. Like you do have to
Yes.
remember, a lot of people do tune in for that drama aspect of the show, right? They want to see you going that back and forth with Doggy. They want to see Doggy going back and forth with Steven. Or they want to see you guys going back and forth. Like that's
Yep.
why people tune into the show, right? But at the same time, I think what he's more saying is, and he clarified that today on his show, is that like if I have a take, yeah, sure, come at my take. I have no problem with that, but don't come at me in disguise of coming at my take. You know what I'm saying? And so like when that's the case, and it's like that makes me seem that not only are you ignorant to the subject that we're talking about, but you have no rebuttal to what we're talking about as well, because you're attacking me instead of attacking my talking point.
That
I
sounds
just
like
thought it
what
was kind
happened
of
to
funny when
Cam
Shannon
Newton
Sharp
too.
had to call him out.
I was gonna say it's kind of the same thing what happened with Cam too, but
Yeah, with old
we've seen
girl
what's going on.
attacking what he was wearing and everything else outside of the tape. Like,
Yep.
yeah, Cam dressed a little weird, but that wasn't the question at hand. She
Right.
attacked him instead
We
of
know
attacking the
Cam dressed
question.
like somebody threw up on him and he typed like he in 4th grade. Okay, we get it. All right, but that wasn't the take at hand.
Facts.
Nope, she attacked him instead of the question.
Right.
So,
But I just like, but I just think that JJ, I don't know if they continue to want him to do the same style, because again, you might as well just get, if you want an analytical viewpoint of things, you might as well just get Max.
What they'll probably do, they're probably having conversations now.
Probably talking to him.
He'll rein it in a little bit because he still has a podcast.
Right.
So if he wants to get analytical on there, it's cool. But I do understand what he's saying about the education aspect, because again, some of the analysts, or not even color, some of the pundits that they have on these shows, some of them have no background in sports.
True.
No.
True.
No.
True.
I don't know what the little I don't know what the little light skinned dude or whatever he is. He's on FS1. He got like big ass ears. I don't know what dude name is, but he knows absolutely nothing about basketball. And
I tell you how much I quit watching FS1.
I
God
don't
damn.
know what dude's name is.
Oh shit.
So it's just like, who else? He's gotten better. Nick Wright was like that in the beginning. Nick Wright literally said on one of the shows, I never saw Michael Jordan play. I've only seen YouTube highlights. And I'm like, well, damn, man, how you get this job?
They got the whole games on fucking you.
My thing that kills me is this. My thing that you've never seen the man play live. You've only seen YouTube highlights. Now I can see if you're talking about a Wilt Chamberlain or a Bill Russell or somebody like that you're basing that opinion off of. But you never went to see the man play live. Judge for yourself. Don't look at somebody else's opinion. Go see him play so you can form an opinion. So you never seen any.
And I don't see how you can make an opinion on who's the GOAT when you haven't personally seen somebody play. You go back and watch the game.
Or watch film.
Exactly. How can you make that assumption? LeBron better because he's bigger, stronger, faster. Okay. Well, okay. Cam bigger, faster, stronger than Brady, but Brady.
I definitely understand that point when it comes to. Well, see, exactly, and there's that aspect too, right? Like I think, like a lot of like recency bias like plays into a lot of it too, right?
Yep.
Because like even when you're looking at the JJ and Doc situation, right? Like a lot of people are gonna sit up there and say, oh well, Adrian Griffin, he had this and had that, and and although that is true, right? There is a lot of things that was going on in the background that we're not, all the details aren't completely out yet, right? So at the same time, it's like, well, everybody's looking at Doc was like, oh, well, he's the most recent coach out and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, it got a recency bias that he obviously gets a job because he was talking about this on TNT. It's like, it's not really that, bro. Like when you look at all the coaches or the coaching availability that's out there right now, it's like Who else you really gonna put in that situation that has championship
that was
experience with
available
that
at the
type of,
time.
you know, exactly that's available at the time. Like niggas ain't calling Luke Walton, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't calling
Hell
George
no.
Karl right now, bro. Like you feel me?
Hell
So it's
no,
like,
hell no.
Hell no,
You feel me?
that George Karl
Hell
need to stay
no.
where the fuck he at, man. He got
You
all
feel
his
me? Like
wins and
niggas ain't calling
everything
these niggas,
else.
bro. You feel me?
We'll
So
leave
it's
George
like
Karl, man.
obviously, yeah, we don't need George Karl anywhere near the NBA. I ain't even fucking like.
Could have called
So
Mark
it's like,
Jackson, but
I mean, yeah, and it's like, you know, like there are some names out there where it's like, you know, you definitely can make that call to, but you know, it's the when this happens or when that happens, this story's gonna come out, and then now all of a sudden they're pushed out, and then there's a whole ass. Here we go again. We talking about this whole thing again, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
like, it's just with the education aspect of it, right? Like I think there's a lot that can go into that, and there's a lot that you can actually use to build off that. But at the same time, like I said, JJ, you gotta remember this is TV. You feel me? Ratings is everything, bro. Nigga, like fuck all this education shit right now. Nigga, we want to hear you tell doggies fucking KD is trash, bro. Like fuck all this other shit. You feel me? You feel me? Like this ain't ABC Family, gang. Like we wanted to hear you say Steph Curry is butt, nigga, and tell us why. You feel me?
Is Monty Williams still a coach? Is Monty Williams still a coach?
Yeah,
Detroit.
He in Detroit.
Okay,
that's why you don't see it.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Yep. I ain't never.
And I think you know, most teams usually go with the assistant coach, but I think they was just like, hey, we need a big name head coach. We still got potential to win the championship this year. Let's go get sand drinking Doc Rivers. So
sand drinking.
Milwaukee still got problems. Even with Doc Rivers, they still got problems.
Shit. He said
he talking like he got sand in his gums.
You got
He gargled that brown Listerine, boy. I'm trying to goddamn tell you.
He coaching one of the oldest teams in the league. They slow in transition. Dame plays no defense, which is why you got Pat Bev. It's like Dame's like a walking turnstile every time you turn around. So they still got issues. And we all know Doc has never been known as a great X's and O's guy. He's more of a rah, let's go, rally the troops type dude. So we already know that he got issues. And I'm sort of kind of thinking, is Adrian Griffin didn't talk about Giannis's brother? Maybe he'll still be there.
That's crazy. The Giannis brother's still there, but they fired old coach.
But they fired Adrian Griffin. But the brother still there who can't play.
Now that's terrible. President, GM, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's bullshit.
And he was the first seed. The first seed. They was cooking.
Yep.
They said you talked about the Nassus. Nah, you got to get up out of here, boy. What you talking about, man?
Get out of here. You talking about my brother. You got to go.
Yeah.
Talk about big bro.
His ass can't play.
Get out of here.
He got to go.
And he got a championship with bro.
He who gets in when the game's over.
He was cooking the other night, but I was in trash time.
Hey,
I was in trash. That was garbage time.
See exactly what I'm talking
garbage
about.
Time. He was putting the hizzy on everybody. I was straight garbage time.
Yeah, they started calling them sham dog. Man,
oh my
God, get this motherfucker out of here.
I must have. Right, Mr. Randall. See,
to me,
you feel me? He got like a nice little 3.5-minute clip on YouTube, bro, going crazy.
Well, he needs to go to the Pistons. He can get in.
He right. The Pistons. Trade him to the Pistons.
Like, how did you get here?
You let go of Killian Hayes. Trade him to the Pistons.
I ain't gonna lie. That probably give him some more spacing. They probably give him some more spacing up there.
Shoot, he can get in on the Grizzlies right now. They ain't got no damn body.
Wait for him.
Watch. Yeah, I was gonna say they hold starting 7 out.
Yep.
And some.
Yep. All right. I do want to go over to John real quick. John, you brought up something before we came on. I want to go back to you so we can discuss. What was that topic you were about to bring up?
What's the most competitive sport left
right now?
That's a really,
I'll say
really big question.
I'll say I want to say 90% boxing, and the reason I'm gonna say boxing is because they get in there and get it popping. But everybody still don't want to fight everybody.
That's true. I ain't as in tuned as you are, but that makes a lot of sense.
Everybody still doesn't want to fight anybody, but you have to look at it this way. That's a one-on-one sport.
Mm-hmm.
One-on-one. That's the
So
most.
should we say the most
Yeah, that's true.
competitive team sport then instead of the most competitive sport?
We
Or
can say the most competitive team sport.
okay,
That's true.
And
That's a
entertainment.
different question.
Yeah, hugely different question.
because I have an answer, but I have two answers, but I'll let y'all go.
Go ahead, Swag.
I
Most
got boxing.
competitive team sport.
I got boxing.
Team,
Yeah,
team,
boxing
Team
most competitive.
swag,
team,
team.
You
team.
going with team
Take
sport?
that hood off. You can hear.
We can come back to you.
Team swag.
Come back
Yeah,
to
we come back,
come back
man.
You can come back to me,
Yeah,
Swag.
damn.
Let me go to John real quick. John, what you thinking? And I'll go to mute.
WNBA and hockey.
Damn, yeah, hockey. I definitely was gonna say hockey.
I got you on
Those is
hockey.
really good ones. I ain't gonna lie.
WNBA, them girls go at each other.
Yeah.
They
get
go
pissed
at
off.
each other.
And get pissed
Yeah.
off when you say they need to lower the rim.
That's
They
one
get
thing.
mad
You
as
tell
hell when you tell
WNBA
them
player
that. I
they
like
lower
that.
the rim. Boy, what? They was fighting worse to them.
Yeah, them fighting words. I love that. Though.
I mean, I would like to see it though, because that'll show their athletic side a little more. But in terms of their shooting, the rim is perfect where it is because
yeah,
I
yeah.
100%
I mean,
believe that women shoot
I
better
get
than
the
men.
argument because it you just so happen to see somebody come down and do a windmill. Like I ain't mad at it. You feel me?
Yeah, I would love to
But
see that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might bring more of their aggression out if they were dunking on each other just like guys do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell
Like,
yeah. Hell yeah.
So,
All right, let me go over to you, Moo.
I think I'm gonna go with baseball.
okay.
I like that.
And here's more specifically, here's why. Right? Is because you really don't. I don't know. Baseball players make a lot of money. They make a lot of money, but there's really no like. There's really no extra incentive for those guys. Like they really just want to go out there and be competitive. Like yeah, like you're not gonna strike me out, or I'm gonna strike your ass out, or yeah, like I robbed you of this homer, or yeah, you out, bro. Feel me, Tigers,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. To the point where like a lot of people forget like this gets so competitive to the point where pitchers start targeting hitters. Like this nigga just hit. This nigga just fucked up my no hitter, bro. Hold on, bro. This nigga think it's sweet, bro. Hold on.
Get his
He's gonna
ass.
take one to the chops. Nigga, what you
Got to
thought
get
this
his
was,
ass.
bro? You know what I'm saying? And it's like it gets like that to the point where like even in the name of speaking of a no hitter while it's happening, like you'll damn near get fired on in the middle of a game. You know what I'm saying? Like he in the middle of a shut your ass up because no, he's not. You feel me? Like be quiet because don't do that. So I think I got to go with baseball. I don't think baseball gets its flowers enough as far as being competitive.
That's true.
All right, let me head over to Swag. Swag, you got an answer for me, bro?
Yeah, now I understand the question. I got WNBA.
Okay.
I got WNBA.
Okay.
Because they don't. Because the 3-point contest I seen with Steph Curry and Sabrina, they still don't give Sabrina that credit. WNBA, they really need to get their credit. Like seriously, with women, like they definitely got to get their credit.
They don't have a lot of games. And like I say, of course, I mean, I don't know if they want their season to be longer, but I wouldn't mind it. It's not as advertised as much as guys. I honestly think women's college basketball is way more advertised than the WNBA.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, women's college basketball is going crazy right now too.
It's lit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It is. And I
is.
love it. But same time, them same girls go pro. And it's like the publicity ain't the same.
Yep.
So that being said, I would love to see all these rich ass NBA players get these giant ass contracts to team up and sort of help build them up and pay these girls.
My two choices would
like
be
that.
college football and baseball. MLB. That'd be my two choices. College football for the fact that they actually play for something and they're kids and they're not getting paid. They're playing for it's an age-old argument that they play for the love of the game, but I still think it's competitive enough to be entertainment. And plus, it's gotten a little bit more physical over the years. So I gotta go with college football, and then of course baseball. They play 162 games. Those guys go at each other regardless. So those would be my two.
Well, college football is more physical than the NFL. So
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
Hell,
hell yeah.
especially the
We love
refs
it
too.
too.
I don't know. College ref, they getting sensitive too.
And the refs be tripping. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been
The only reason I
so
say hockey is because they have low scoring games. The game's always close. Nobody is
nobody
ever
blow
get
out
blown out.
nobody.
It's kind of the same kind. Baseball, you have some blowouts
Yeah,
here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, that's true.
like I said, they get to sit there and scrap with each other if they want to. Like all that ties in together. And like I said, I can't sit there and watch a whole hockey game, but I can watch the highlights, same as baseball. But
Yep.
yeah.
those
I ain't
guys
gonna lie.
have to
Like
go at each
I
other
recently sat
consistently.
down and
Pause.
watched the whole hockey game. The shit was lit. Like
Mm.
from start to
I would
finish,
go
the
watch one
shit was.
live.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been to a few hockey games live. This should be lit. But let me ask y'all a
Okay.
question though. If they implemented fighting from hockey, right? Mutual combat from hockey, which sport would y'all want to see it most implemented in?
Oh,
Ooh-wee. Because if you do it on hockey, that's blades and steel all over again,
bats.
bro.
put it in the
Ah,
NBA. Put it in the NBA because everybody think they tough.
yeah,
See,
but
I like the way you
man,
think. I like the way you think, my
they
brother.
scrap like that. I feel where you coming from, but if they scrap like that, they ain't coming back in the game.
Oh no, they not.
Somebody not.
I know
Somebody's
one
not
dude.
coming back in the
I know
game.
one dude.
They,
I know one dude.
Somebody not coming back in.
I know
I'm
one
just saying.
dude. I know one dude who'll get put out. I know one dude who'll get called out. I know one dude who won't show up in a fight like that. Draymond Green.
I knew it.
Draymond Green.
It depends on
What
who
you
he's
mean? He gonna
fighting.
be front row, drunk off that Flint water.
He's coming off.
I thought you was
Draymond already jumping off the announcement table. Like,
He ready for Mania, boy. He ready.
yeah,
He is ready for WrestleMania.
because him and Rudy Gobert need a rematch.
Yeah. I mean, Rudy don't get his ass
Dragon
whipped,
goes
but at least
across the
Rudy can
floor
see
like
it
that,
coming the
Draymond.
second time
nah,
around.
you know, rematch. That was
All
terrible.
that reach he has on Draymond, and Draymond just jumped up there. Just come
What's
here, boy.
crazy is
Like,
I don't understand why he ain't jabbed him like he jabbed his teammate. Like you jabbed up your teammate for calling you a bitch on the sideline. You feel me?
Nah, he
Draymond drug you like 15 yards
across the
across the
court.
court. You ain't jabbing?
Yep.
You
He
ain't
ain't
jab
throw
that
no
man up
elbow
though.
behind him, nut.
he
He
do
just
Nothing.
he tried to kill the man. Like
Yeah, he
literally.
did.
You feel
He
me?
did.
Like that's crazy.
Hey, John
I
said he
had
out
to
there
jab
looking at
his up. I
Magic
ain't gonna
Carp.
lie to you.
He
He out
wouldn't
there
let
that
looking
was
at Magic
crazy,
Carp
man.
every day.
That was crazy.
Looking at Magic Carp. Look like Gyarados Part 2.
Oh
But it,
man.
it, it might work better in the NFL though.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Because
I think
because
they're
the,
gonna
Like
do it.
too, though.
because the roster a little deeper. Yeah, it might work better in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They getting soft too, man. They don't be beefing like that.
yeah.
True.
That
All
It's
shit
right,
was
just
one
like
like
last
fighting
one.
you
it, like
you
fighting
miss
it.
that fire sometime, man. Like in some of the sports, they that passion ain't there. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It just I could see it. It just that's just how I feel about it. It
All
ain't
right,
in
guys. I
everybody.
got one.
Everybody ain't got that dog left.
True. All right, guys.
That's
I got
true.
one more question, and Moo, I'll start with you. We talked about it a little bit earlier. What's your thoughts about the All-Star game, and how can we make it better?
I'm glad you asked it because I was about to actually kick this question to y'all. The All-Star game, as far as what we can do to make it better, like there's really not much as far as the NBA, right? Because they've gone through changing the score, changing the incentives, all of this stuff, and nothing seems to be working. At the end of the day,
Nope.
it's just guys just have to want to show up and play, like to the point where like y'all got legends, y'all got like past players coming in and they're telling you guys how important this game is and just show up, play, like give a little effort, whatever the case may be. And this is the thing, right? When we're saying like give effort, when we're saying play the game, like we're not saying go out there and go freaking 100 freaking miles an hour, balls out, balls to the wall. No, but like I didn't see you niggas play harder in LA Fitness pickup games. Like,
Yeah.
like I see the Sacramento Kings practice, bro. Like I see them be shooting around at the well up here and in Sacramento at Sac State. Like y'all go harder in them runs, bro. Like come on, bro. Like I really don't think like there's anything that the NBA can do like to make these niggas go harder. Like y'all just gotta want to go out there and play. Like you gotta want to see your homie
Yep.
across from you, and you gotta want to bust his ass, bro. Like no homo. You gotta want to
Hey,
give him that work. You feel me? Like there's really nothing. There's really not like they can go out there and throw $1 million on the game. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, but there's really nothing that's gonna make these niggas go harder unless they really look at it like, hey, nigga, I know you the homie, but nigga, fuck you right now, bro. Straight up.
Right. Right. Let me go over to Swag. Swag,
straight
what you
up.
thinking?
Man, that All-Star game, bro, I did not watch it because I knew it was gonna be bad. And Kobe said this like a couple years ago, like these players, like they need to like play aggressive. Like he don't see aggressive like it used to be back in like the 90s and 2000s. Like we don't see that no more. It's like you gotta it's like you gotta change the All-Star rule now. Like convince these players to do something. Because there's no way like the Eastern Conference is beating the Western Conference just putting 200 points. Like where the defense at? Like it's just crazy.
John, what you thinking?
Uh, so the last good All-Star game I remember, I think it was it 2020 or
Oh,
where they
20,
had like that
2020, yeah,
Kobe
2019, 2020.
that
Yeah.
Kobe rule where they wiped the score and they was playing for something, and I
Mhm.
think whatever it was they had to get to 24 or right above it.
Yeah.
That made them competitive to play. Was it a children's organization or
Yeah,
whatever the
for
case may
charity.
be? Like Moose said,
Yeah, for charity.
get they even made that game even made James Harden play defense because they was talking shit about him.
Man,
Yep.
Like think about that for a second.
Yeah.
He played good post defense and they was talking cash shit about him, but that brother he's stronger than he let on. But my point is that give him something to play for
Right.
because I was really becoming a fan of Anthony Edwards until he said what he said. And he just out there just to have fun. And it's just like we get that. But we also need to see you compete. But in his mind, he don't have to. He doesn't want to.
Right.
And that's what I think most players his age think.
Right.
And like I said, just give him something to play for. Because like Swag said, in the early 90s, 2000s, they put on a show for what, about the first half ish?
But then they
But
started
the
playing in
game
that
was
second.
still,
basically.
but yeah. And then the next half, they was like, nah, all right, let's go.
Yep.
Like, come with it. Because it's not fun when you just letting somebody dunk the ball or you just letting them shoot these threes from deep. It's better when you seeing somebody getting crossed or you see these two going at each other or just like Kobe's last All-Star game. Him and LeBron, hey, they went one-on-one, even though I didn't really give a shit. LeBron, I don't know. He can't stop Kobe. Not one-on-one. Hell no.
No.
So,
Agreed.
I would have this like
but that's just my whole take on it. Get them something to play for. If they're playing for kids, their minds more liable because there are a lot of giving players outside of all the other bullshit that they do outside the court. They love giving back. That NBA cares has been their thing for a long ass time. So if y'all have to freaking do that, even if it's for the last quarter or the third and the fourth quarter, get them something to play for.
Kyle, what you thinking, bro?
All right, so we're gonna go back to what I was saying before we even got on. There's a way if you want to improve the entire weekend. Like I said, you can get rid of the skills competition. You can have a little. Oh, hear me out. You can have a little one-on-one tournament. It don't even have to be the starters on teams. It could be dudes on the bench. Have it like a little knockoff type of one-on-one tournament. One, you playing for bragging rights right there, and then on top of that, you're going to create some future rivalries in the mix. Because now I can sit and say, yo, I beat all y'all, or I beat y'all three, and I put you out. With the main game itself, the incentive should have been we playing for bragging rights. It's the East versus the West. It's not mixed teams again.
Right.
It's not Team LeBron versus Team Giannis or Team LeBron versus Team Steph. It's the East versus the West.
Right.
There's no way there should have been 211 points put up on that game.
No.
There should have fourth quarter. They should have really been playing not get you out the playoffs defense, but enough to be like, yo, we beat y'all. What? There's no
What y'all gonna do about it?
My thing
You
with
see more.
if you peep it right now, everybody is buddy.
Yep.
Nobody wants to kill the man on the other team. Not
And,
literally, but
and
figuratively. Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah.
Like I
Nobody
said,
wants to
once
take
Trey
nobody.
Young got KD like that, it should have.
Oh, I'd
He
have put
should've
like
got his
nine.
get back quick.
Oh my
KD should have
God,
put
Yeah.
no.
9 on his head.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. You should
What
put
he
9
did.
on.
I would have erupted.
I was like, ooh, he got him.
And I was like, all right, KD finna get him. And then he got KD, went right back down the court. I'm like, you're not gonna fucking call him out? Like,
No.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
petty.
it's-
I'm calling him
Where's
out.
the
I'm petty.
competitiveness?
there's
Thank
no
you. That's all we asking
There's
for
no
as fans,
competitive-
man. That's
what it
all
is.
we asking for.
You
Y'all
see
know-
more defense in the summer league game than you do see in these all-star games.
But they're playing for something.
Y'all know
Mhm.
what's
It's
Y'all
getting like the Pro Bowl. It's
Yeah.
really getting like the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Soft.
Yep.
Soft.
They took off all the pads.
Yep. Flag football. What the hell?
y'all know what's the funniest, crazy part? The fans are paying to literally watch this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time.
Facts.
I tuned in Saturday just to watch the 3-point competition. I turned it off.
Thanks.
That's one reason why I turned it on.
Yeah. I mean, I watched the Rising Stars, right? Like, and that's the thing. Like,
Mhm.
those guys didn't need no super incentive. You had freaking G leaguers upsetting NBA players. You had freaking second year, third year players going at each other. Like, yeah, bitch ass nigga, you still can't guard me even in this type of shit. Like
See?
that's the
That's what we
type of
want.
competitive
I
shit that we want to
missed
see,
that.
bro.
I missed that
Yes.
game. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, like
Very
you
much so.
got
This-
these guys going at each other. Like Ben Matherin's really telling Jaden Ivey to his face, like you still can't guard me, even in this type shit. You can't guard me, bro. Like we need
It's
that,
like-
bro. Like where that at?
That's all we asking for,
That's
man.
all we asking for. A little competitiveness. That's all we asking for.
And then the dunking contest, they need to take that contest off because
Oh, well, yeah, let me touch on that. So pause.
good.
so Stephen A. Smith said that he made a recommendation that either the teams or certain players should like sponsor dudes. They could be internet phenomenons, they could be regular hoopers, whatever that can dunk. Put a pot of money up, 100,000, 150,000, whatever, and let them go and represent that player in the dunk contest. I'd rather see that.
Because your big stars don't care about the dunk contest anymore.
At all.
At all.
Mhm. They
don't
like I
care.
said, man, they
Might
not
as well go ahead and get
competitive,
somebody
man.
who
They bought a bag and they got their bag, and that's the end of the game for them.
And I knew the dunk contest was gonna be trash regardless. Why they put Jalen Brown in there?
Thank you.
Man,
His hands
you
ain't
better
no
let that
bigger
man
than
nowhere
mine.
near a
I'm
dunk contest
5'10".
ever again.
I'm 5'10", and his hands ain't no bigger than mine. Paul.
The first
Bro,
dunk he did,
Like,
the first
I'm
dunk
just saying.
with me or something. He gave this dude a 48. I'm like,
And then he fake closed his eyes. I was like, man,
After
what the
the
fuck
dunk.
is he? After the dunk. He talking about D Brown. Man, get the fuck out of here.
When he put
I was sick of him.
4 foot nothing, Kai Cenat on a chair
Thank
and made
you.
him sit down. Like this man was gonna be.
Stood up.
It was.
Could've
He's
stood up.
he's shorter than he was already, bro. Like all you have
Thank
to do
you.
was make him
like you're
stand
supposed to
regularly.
jump on him.
Yep.
Like, and then you're gonna do the Jalen Brown. Don't you ever in your life? Okay, when they
No,
when
please
they
don't.
when they get to talking about the dunk contest, your ass better get to walking the other way. Okay, don't even let them look at your ass. I don't even
I'm
want to. I don't
telling
even
you.
want them to see you because they gonna be
I
like,
do
Jalen,
think,
didn't you
though-
know? Mm-mm.
I
That-
do think though, if
He got
wasn't
excited. His braids got some hang time.
It was-
I want to feel the wind in my braids.
I do think though, if he wasn't hurt, Zach probably would have played. Zach LaVine probably would have been in it. If he wasn't hurt,
I would have hoped so. He would have made it better.
yeah. I think he
Like
would
say
have been in if he wasn't hurt.
2016 dunk
Mhm.
contest, probably the greatest of all time. I can't lie about it.
Yeah.
I love Vince Carter. I love
there though.
yeah. I've watched Jordan and Dominique slam dunk. It was great for that time. I get it.
It was,
Yep.
it was
It was to me Dominique and Jordan's competitiveness is what made it great.
Yep.
But in terms of competitiveness and the thought process behind the dunks that them two was going for, it was crazy. And the athleticism was
Yep,
out
man.
of this world.
Yep.
I was that 2016 dunk contest, bro. Like kept looking at like, bro, this dude Aaron Gordon really got robbed. Like
Ain't no
Mhm.
facts.
I think
Yeah,
so
no
too.
Shout out to my boy AG, man.
Yeah.
He got robbed twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get final thoughts as we roll on out of here. I'm gonna go to our special guest, Moo, for final thoughts. What you got, Moo?
Hey, I appreciate y'all for letting me crash the party out here. I'll be here for a few weeks, so get used to seeing my face. But Friday show tomorrow, Inside the Huddle. Make sure y'all tune in to that tomorrow, 2:45, 3 o'clock Western. Because for my Eastern peoples, I know that's like a midday, low afternoon, evening for y'all. So make sure y'all catch that show. We'll be back Monday for the basketball show, Basket to Basket, and Wednesday for Gentlemen's Talking, and back here on Thursday for PVT. Y'all know what it is, man. Let me see y'all later.
There we go. We're gonna run a trifecta all over again this week. Don't forget to like and comment on this show as well. Catch us on Facebook. Catch us everywhere you can get your podcast as well. John, what's your final thoughts?
The main synopsis of what we've been talking about: be fucking competitive.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck we do, whatever the fuck the NBA players, whatever sport you in, man, be competitive.
Yes, sir.
Female, male, whatever you choose to be competitive.
Yes.
That's it.
Swag, what you got going, man? What's your final thoughts?
I'm just ready for this NBA. Because that's where I usually make my predictions, like who never go to the finals. So I'm excited to see what the second half of the season is. And the Thunder is my sleeper to wait out the West. That's my sleeper.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Kyle, what you got going, man?
I will keep it short and sweet. Pat Bev, shut the fuck up. That's it.
You know it's all gonna come for you in the group chat.
Oh man. My final thoughts is I can't wait for football free agency to begin. I want to see what some of these players gonna end up. I want to see what Mike Evans gonna end up being. They're talking about he might be looking at the Chiefs, so that'd be interesting. If
No.
It's over. Over.
Hey,
Give us the Thursday.
y'all might want to tune into next week's show because we're gonna get into some football, man.
Because ESPN, because they came out, I think it was ESPN that came out with it, where certain players will be good at and will end up being good at for free agency. One of the teams for Mike Evans, Kansas City Chiefs. So we'll see.
Yeah,
It'd be great at the Lions, even though I'm a Vikings fan.
Oh, they said your boy Kirk Cousins would be best with the Falcons.
That's true.
Kirk Cousins to the Raiders.
Be better than what they got now, that's for sure.
Hey, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to Vegas, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all think Russell Wilson going to the They've been talking about
Russell Wilson better be careful. He don't go to Canada, okay? All right. Russell Wilson gonna be playing with me in the IFL if he's not careful. All right. You better be smooth. That boy better be careful. All right.
Him on the Steelers, like they can actually
No, he don't need to go. He don't need to be there at all. He don't need to go there.
He too soft for Pittsburgh. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pittsburgh gonna eat him up and chew him the fuck up.
I think I said this weeks ago, like when they decided they were going to bench him or whatever. I'd rather see Russ play in Minnesota.
I was going to say the same.
That might be good for him. That might be good for him.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, that's a good spot for him. Good spot for him. All right, you guys. I want to say thank you for coming out to the show tonight. We do appreciate each and every one of you. From you, John, Swag, Kyle, and myself, we'll see you again here next week. Player versus team. You guys have